We've said for years all the smart kids are in music, and now we know for sure it's music that makes the smart kids. The leaders of tomorrow are in the bands of America today. I think we have a responsibility to give back. If we're going to invest, let's invest in what we know is already an incredible fruit.
Music for All's mission is to create, provide, and expand positively life-changing experiences through Music for All. We're one of the largest and most influential organizations in the support of active music making. We serve over 300,000 people who are our spectators, participants, and others who are interested in scholastic music and arts education, and we directly influence more than 70,000 high school music students each year. Music for All's focus is to support and be an extension of the classroom in arts and music education.
We use music as the vehicle. We exist at our core to shape and give kids positively life-changing experiences.
Never, ever, ever stop dreaming. You could dare to dream. I said, I'm a kid who grew up in Edison, New Jersey, and you can do anything in the world. And I've been given that opportunity because of the schools that I went to and all the arts that I learned, from learning violin and trumpet, and I got my hand on everything I could imagine for music. And it makes a difference.
When we formed Music for All, it was to address a major crisis in this country, the elimination of music and arts programs from our schools. And one of the ways that we felt that we could address the root cause of this was by conducting the research necessary to quantify access and equity of arts and music programs in our public schools. The impact of that work has been far-reaching, impacting the lives of millions of children across this country.
We are marrying great educational programming with incredible research and advocacy that really is now impacting the whole of what's going on in music education.
That then gives us the platform when we're talking to legislators and government officials to show them what music does to kids and how those experiences translate not only as success in music, but success in life.
Music for All Summer Symposium has really become about every aspect of education for bands, orchestras, students, and directors.
It's outstanding the amount of people that are here, the materials that are given out.
There aren't other camps that offer this sort of experience for students in terms of the breadth of possibilities.
Summer Symposium will teach you anything. I mean, you're there and it'll teach you to be a leader, it'll teach you to be a great player.
They sit in a first-class concert hall and they're playing as part of a subscription concert with a first-class professional orchestra. I think it lifts their sense of what they've accomplished and inspires them to go further. It says, this is really what I imagined might happen when I started in the 5th grade on the oboe.
I think we all know that generationally speaking that kids today are wired differently and they're experiencing the world differently. We need to do a better job of preparing these students to take the lead and make things happen, not just in band and orchestra, but ultimately on this planet. And I think in the world of education we're realizing that our responsibility to be stewards and to mentor these young people to become leaders way beyond fundraising and selling cheese and sausage or setting up the band room or the orchestra room or even just being on student council. That leadership has to reach beyond that to more students in more settings and more situations.
Jazz music rewards individuality, but depends upon collaboration.
It's never been easy to play what I like to call the jazz. Now it's even harder to be young and play this music and play it with such masterful style and maturity.
I've been doing this for 30 years, and I have never in all that time worked with a group of people at this age with this depth and maturity and musical ability.
When we made the 110-degree turn onto the Colorado Boulevard and all the cameras, and it just finally hit me that this was the Roses Parade.
We're trying to put together a 30-person drum line and a 300-some person band. I realized that no matter what you're facing, your obstacles they're smaller than what you can do.
It's just one of those experiences that you're never going to have again.
The annual Bands of America Grand National Championships are wrapping up right now, and 4 local high schools made the cut.
Grand Nationals was unbelievable. To be in the ceremony afterwards when they give you the ribbons and the medals and everything. And I remember the fireworks going off in the dome. Tears were just rolling down my face. It was so unbelievable.
When you go out to, such a thing like the Honor Band of America, you just have an incredible experience and it's really exhilarating. And so when you go back home, you just have this, renewed freshness.
The best part was definitely just getting to meet so many people from across the country who really shared an interest in music the same way you do it.
The program here has the right values. It's first about the students and second about the music.
When you're in a camp setting or in a festival setting, the experiences that you have are so different from your everyday experiences.
Anyone who can put that kind of commitment, that kind of extra effort into this endeavor changes my picture of the future.
I think we use the music as sort of the centerpiece for what we do, but we're really teaching more about life than we are about music.
If they were to ask me, what do you want your students to get out of the music program? I want them to have a very soulful experience. I want them to understand and be the consumer of the future of arts. They're our future.
Music, the discipline that comes from playing in an organization, changes people's lives.
Everyone who's involved is doing this for the same reason as I am, which is essentially to provide students with an experience that they can carry forever.
And every parent should have the benefit of watching their young people receive those kind of life-changing experiences.
What we're here for is excellence. We're here for art. We're here for music.